bacteria compared to your career just isn't fair. I'm a venereal disease, like a menstrual. Bleed through the pencil and leave on the sheet of the tablet in my mind. Cause I don't write shit, cause I ain't got time. Cause my seconds, minutes, hours go to the almighty dollar in the almighty power of that chopper. Sister, brother, son, daughter, father, motherfucker, copper. Got the Maserati dancing on the bridge. Pussy poppin', tell the coppers, you can't catch them, you can't stop them. I go by them goon rules. If you can't beat them, then you pop them. You can't man them, then you mop them. You can't stand them, then you drop them. You pop them, cause we pop them like Opal Red and Vodka. Motherfucker, I'm ill.
Old money. We got a whole lot of new money though.
You look like some trouble, I just might wanna get into. Pull up and so, girl, you know I don't do it so. Limes and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya. Limes and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya.
What is going on, everybody? Happy motherfucking Thursday. Man, I was vibing so hard to the songs that I literally almost forgot to add us all to the stream.
I wasn't paying attention either, bro.
I was just looking and chilling, and I was like, oh shit, I have buttons I have to press. What's going on, guys? Happy Thursday. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Thursday. My name is Sweatpant Jesus.
I'm Stone Betts, and Paul, we need to send the Sounders to the sun, man. Absolutely.
Vsauce here, and you can send the Celtics to the fucking sun too, man.
I'm just sick and I'm just sad.
We got two sad boys down here. I'm an honorary sad boy as well. I appreciate these gentlemen. I actually texted with V earlier today saying, "Hey man, we're gonna do a show. Like, are you down to join?" He was like, "Sukh and I haven't talked since the end of the game, but we're here. We're chilling. So we're gonna have this. We're gonna treat this as a little bit of a therapy session to obviously move past the Celtics aggressively shitting the bed in Game 7, and then we will talk a little bit about that, and then we'll talk about obviously the NBA Finals tonight. Talk a little bit about some stuff on the diamond too, and then we'll cook up a parlay and a lotto and have some fun with you guys. Also, appreciate you joining the program. You gave us a follow right before we started. Celtics in 9, indeed. G Santu, is that how you say that? G Santu. G Santu.
Celtics and 9. This is unnecessary violence, bro. You're lucky I don't have control of the ship right now. I would put you in timeout.
What? I would take his energy and give it to the Celtics.
Honestly, I wish they came out with that kind of energy, bro. He was waiting and ready.
You got guys on the second team All NBA that think they're the guy that can take a team to the championship. We had a guy like that was supposed to be our sidekick. It's fucking sad.
So we were talking a little bit before we got started, and we'll talk a little bit about this game. I'll let these gents vent as they just were doing. I want to say my thing though real quick, because obviously I watched it. I had beans in the game, followed with you guys. Really wanted to see the Celtics in the finals. I just said it to you guys before we got started, but I lost mad respect for Jaylen Brown by that Game 7 performance. I was actually kind of on the maybe he's not that good train. Watching him throughout this whole series, his shot selection was bad. He just wasn't performing when they really needed him to. If Jason Tatum didn't drop almost 35 points a game throughout that series, like, they were fucked. Because Jaylen Brown just wasn't doing anything. And in the one game where Tatum gets hurt in the first 45 seconds, absolute fucking pain. That's your moment, dude. Like, that is your moment. That's why you make your money. That's why you're Robin to that Batman. And I posted a tweet saying Derek White was better than fucking Jaylen Brown. And like, Derek White was driving to the cup. Derek White was getting fouled. Derek White was looking like he was trying to carry that team. And Jaylen Brown just was shooting fucking terrible threes and couldn't hit shit. I was very disappointed in that performance from him. I thought that was like, I don't know what you guys think as fans, if that's like one step out the door for him, but I was in pain for you.
One step out the door. I think they're just still young enough. I think Jimmy Butler's trajectory should be something that should be looked upon for wings in this league. He's not a guy that was all NBA All-Star till his late 20s. JB still isn't in his late 20s. You have to adapt. You have to train in the summer. I mean, look at JB. He's jacked. Like, obviously he puts work in. But the thing is, like you were saying, Derek White not shying away at all. JB, you can talk about the injuries to the hands, but at some point it becomes, hey, you're out there. Expectations once you're out there have changed. If you're injured, you sit.
Yeah.
I mean, for Tatum, obviously, dude was 50%, 40%, rolled the shit out of his ankle. He played pretty much the whole game and still was productive. I mean, the guy was still hitting threes. He still had like 10 or 11 rebounds. Like, he wasn't himself, and then you got Jalen. I don't know. He's a great guy. He's a good basketball player. It caused me to kind of do a double take of like, is this guy actually really what the Celtics need? And that's the first time I've had that legitimate question.
And I honestly do think that, like, I was talking to G. Sandu about this, and he disagrees. I don't think we need to change much. I think it's a young team. Youth is showing. They've had 3 coaches take them to 3 separate conference finals. One of those coaches took them to a finals, and then they lost that coach at the start of this season. It's been a lot of turnover in terms of the locker room, and there's kind of like maturity aspects missing that come with long-term coaching and long-term relationships like that. You're kind of seeing Jaylen Brown. It's not the fact that, like, he was taking bad shots. It's like the level of maturity that I think Derek White kind of already established, having played with Popovich. And I think that his mentality to like approaching the game where it's like you have to earn your spot, not a huge, like a top draft pick, not a guy that was expected to get a lot of minutes when he first came to Boston. Like, he's kind of earned every minute that he's played for, and he's shown why he deserves those minutes, right? JB has been great his entire career. He's gotten better every single year. But there's a little bit of like a maturity thing. Same with Tatum too, like Celtics should have never been down in that hole. 0-3, right? They took the first 2 games off, and then they came to Miami thinking that there was an easy win for them, that they were going to get it back and win the 2 in Miami. And they lost game 3 by a significant margin, and then literally fought for their lives for like 3 straight games.
You know what I think it is, V? What really happens is that in sports, we kind of, as bettors, we kind of forget we're thinking more analytically. And I think one thing that's lost in the NBA that the Heat do have is they have Udonis Haslem at the end of the bench. When you have timeouts, when you're going back to the bench during a commercial break, you're not going back to the bench and looking down and seeing Luke Cornett and Mike Muscala not saying a word, right? You have UD in your ear saying things that coaches would say. Well, the Celtics don't have that. You go back to the bench and you have guys that are the same age as Tatum and JB or younger, and they're silent. So, right? There's no cohesive culture there that they've built. It's basically, hey, we're a super talented team, and we're going to go out and be a super talented team. And as we've seen, that takes you to conference finals, but it doesn't get you over the hump.
Yep.
Well, and also, I mean, in the same sentiment, I mean, you got a head coach who's 34 years old. I mean, he's a couple years older than me. His first season, he didn't even.
Older.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like so you add that in the fact of what you just talked about of a bunch of guys, in their early to mid 20s. It's to be expected, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, that game was kind of the microcosm of that entire point right there. Their youth came out and they just didn't quite get the job done. I'm really sorry for you, gents. I really am, because we should be talking about your C's tonight, but we still get to talk about an incredibly spicy matchup. And it's gonna be a great.
It's gonna be
series.
great to see Jokic on the big stage finally.
Okay, Max Strus. Max Strus.
Hey, Kanika. So also shout out Inzi. Inzi cannot be with us today, as you guys can obviously tell. Inzi's not just magically like image like over here. Inzi is not with us today. He will be back with us on Saturday, but he does have a play in this game, which we'll talk about in just a second, and it might be a little bit of the Kanika. You'll probably enjoy the play. So we're going to talk a lot about this game tonight. We'll talk a little bit about the Diamond. We'll cook up some stuff. I'll let you guys, as we talk more, we can dive into some more misery, Celtics misery. I don't want you guys to get too far into it, though. I like the positivity. I'm always Inzi. Every time he comes on the show, if he's missed some bets, he's in a pissy mood, and my goal is to lift his mood. So every day, I'm going to try to lift y'all's spirits. Let's fucking go. Yeah, for sure, dude. For sure. We appreciate you guys being here. And in honor of that, I don't know if you guys saw this, but on our Twitter, we just crossed over 1,000 followers. So thank you guys so much. Here's to the next 1,000. We'll see you at 2K. But in honor of that, we're doing a giveaway today. We're going to be giving away 2 things. I don't have a picture of one of them, but the first thing we are giving away is this afternoon BETSRPESSO shirt, won by our friend Chef T last time. But we have another one to give away today. And we will also be giving away a pair of Nike sunglasses to 2 different people. All you guys have to do, first thing you got to do, please follow the channel. Just go click the follow button. That's the first thing. Go click the follow button. And then numero dos, throughout the entire show, please drop your guesses on how many points Nikola Jokic, the Joker, will score tonight. How many points Jokic will score tonight? Whoever is the closest will win whichever they choose, the shirt or the sunglasses, and whoever is second closest will get the alternative prize. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for the 1,000 followers. Thank you so much for watching the stream with us, hanging out with us, shooting the shit with us, having fun. Thank you for betting news, obviously, and we'll see you at 2K. Yeah, we already got guesses coming in. Let's go. Austin needs some new shades. Austin, you're about to get a new shirt too, brother. That Puckett shirt is in process. Sending out merch is, if you don't have the merch, is a little bit more, it takes a little bit longer than you think.
This guess is surprising to me as a big Nuggets fan, huge Nuggets fan, huge Jokic fan.
All right.
23
Is that why you
points
have
for Jokic, huh?
Is that why you have the
clearly?
Is that why you have the Nuggets hat on? Is that Kanika's hat?
It's my hat, but she is a Nuggets fan.
Yeah.
Okay. Did she randomly put it on?
Oh, there we go. That makes more sense now.
She actually rocks my baby powder blue Carmelo Anthony jersey and wears a yellow puffer jacket over and pretends like it's Jokic.
Ooh. I'm gonna need some. This is not weird, but I'm gonna need some pictures of that.
Good preface.
Thank you. Yeah, continue to drop your guesses in chat, guys. How many points the Joker will score tonight? Also, in honor of that, look at this fucking sick picture that ESPN posted today. Don't love a lot of the stuff that ESPN does, but look at that. That's fire.
Oh,
imagine if it was Grant Williams and it was Batman. Imagine.
Oh, dude.
How do you think Joker thinks about being called Joker?
I honestly think he doesn't care. I don't think that guy. I think that he literally could give 7 fucks about most things. Have you guys like interviews with him is like watching a cynic, like an old, like 85-year-old grandpa who like just thinks everything is a crazy joke. Like
his really funny on the court is like that
the
too.
MVP coming off of that like little off the horse farm. Holy shit, that video is so classic.
He's just like this big dude. He doesn't give a shit.
He is you know what? We've talked about this before on the show, but he looks like the type of guy that would be awesome to slam a couple beers with. I would love to slam a couple beers with him. You know,
him and his brothers.
That. Yes, dude.
A night out with them.
Yes, and if you get did you guys see because it's the French Open this week and in the next couple of weeks? Did you guys see the interview with Djokovic? Because he's Serbian as well.
Oh,
they were talking about because he's the Joker too. They're both Jokers. We got Sandy in the house. Let's fucking go, dude.
Hey,
what's up, Sandy?
What up,
hey, brother?
Sandy.
Drop your guess, brother. I know you're still don't know where your shirts are. They're lost in the Canadian Post somewhere. But if you want to win another possible shirt and a pair of Nike sunglasses, I think you already have some of those too. Please drop your guesses for how many points Jokic will have tonight, and we'll get you sorted out. If he says like 5, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Okay, so before we get to talking about the plays, we're gonna play Smash or Pass. But today we're not actually gonna play Smash or Pass. We're gonna play a little bit of trivia. We're going to play some NBA Finals. Jokic going for 26. That's a good guess.
We should get Sandy on here so we can have a jaded Lakers fan and then 2 jaded Celtics fans. Just run a stream where he fades the Nuggets and we fade the Heat. Oh, that's all we do.
We'll just call it. We'll call it BETSRPESSO therapy. That's what we'll call it.
There we go.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, but Sandy, you're always welcome, brother. Just let me know when you want to hop in. So today, instead of Smash or Pass, well, it's kind of like Smash or Pass, but we're going to play a little finals trivia. And obviously in chat, please drop your guesses as I bring the questions on the screen. 4 questions, all about the NBA Finals. I came up on my screen last night as I was scrolling through. I don't even remember what it was. I thought the questions were actually pretty good. Some of these finals things are fucking stupid, but this one was actually pretty good. So let's get started. Question number 1. Who scored the most points in NBA's final history? Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, LeBron James, or Jerry West? Give me a second. I'll read it one more time. Who has the most points in NBA Finals history? Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, LeBron James, or Jerry West? Justin Fields is the honorary E for win. Michael Jordan from Paul, interesting. LeBron by a mile from Sandy.
I know
LeBron from Austin.
LeBron's got the playoff record, but right? Does he have the finals record?
I think so.
Does he? Okay, that's
You
what
guys-
my
I'm
head.
going LeBron.
Just to be contrarian here.
I'm going LeBron.
What
Final
are you going to
answer.
go with?
Kareem.
Kareem? So we got Kareem and 2 LeBrons. You're all wrong. We have a Jerry West bang.
Jerry West. Okay.
Jerry West
Jerry.
scored 1,679 points. Kareem was second, LeBron third, Michael Jordan fourth, and Elgin Baylor fifth. I also guessed MJ, as you can see, and I was wrong.
He is the logo.
He is the logo for a reason. But that would have been my last guess, honestly.
Well, he
looking
did
at
go
that
to a lot
list.
of finals and lose a lot of finals.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. Okay, question number 2. I'm sorry, this is going to rub salt in y'all's wound. Sorry about it. Who's won the most NBA finals in history? The Lakers, the Bulls, the Celtics, or the Spurs? Who has won the most NBA finals championships? Lakers, Bulls, Celtics, or Spurs?
So this is a tie, right?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
From the bubble, it's a tie now.
Yeah.
Oh, from the bubble made it a tie.
That's why it was supposed to be the Battle of 18. It still is, but now it's located in Cabo.
I like how we're
Rather
doing
than-
this like communally, like we're not competing. There's just all love here.
SPJ's acting like we're wrong though. That's what I'm getting from the way he's
There's
reacting.
no way.
We
What?
can only see half of his face. We don't know what he's saying under that beard.
Uh,
Either that
so
or
you
the
guys,
Lakers
you guys are going for a tie? The Bears.
Yeah.
Classic.
The Bears.
The Bears. All right, so we're going for the tie. Wrong again. The Celtics, 17-4 all time in the finals.
Los
The Lakers are
Angeles Lakers.
16-15. The Bulls won 6. Spurs 5 are very far behind. That was surprising to me. I actually got that one correct.
Does that include the bubble? Are we sure?
I did not do research to see if it included the bubble
I
or
honestly
not.
think that is.
Is it?
Well,
Does it include the bubble?
We could
Interesting.
take out all the Minneapolis Lakers titles. I think there's fucking 5 or 6 of those. They just got George Mikan in there, like fucking doing layups. Get rid of those.
Bullshit titles.
He's
I will.
literally doing that drill. What is it called? The Mikan?
Yeah,
So
the guy's name was George Mikan, and all he did was layups.
So Laydays says that includes the bubble. So Sandy's saying it's 17. So I'm gonna need somebody. I can't look it up right now, but I'm gonna need somebody to Google it real quick.
I'm already
Let me know.
on it. I'm trying.
I did not
16.
do appropriate
What the
back.
fuck? It says 16. Holy shit.
Wow.
So
Aren't
the
you guys
battle for
Celtics?
18 was
Okay,
just
see, I'm getting 17, but that includes the 2020. Is what I'm seeing right here. I
Okay,
can
now
read
I
you off
see,
all
yeah,
the
I
years
see
if you
that,
want
yeah.
to.
All right, so they are tied at 17.
They are tied at 17.
Okay, so you got Sandy is short. My research was I
So
didn't
we
do
were
it.
right.
I did.
We were
Yes,
right.
so you were correct. So ding 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 ding. You guys are correct. Good job. Way to go.
Mickey Mouse? What?
Yeah. What? Huh?
Huh?
What?
Counts.
Okay. Number 3. Finals trivia. Here we go. Number three. How many championships did Kobe and Shaq win? I can't wait to see if Sandy knows this. 3, 4, 5, or 6?
They're probably right.
Wait, no. Yes.
You guys going with the Trace
Easy.
Mellow.
Two with
and Mello? Shout out
Should have
Mello
asked how many
retiring.
titles Derek Fisher has.
Oh, that's secondary one right there. You are correct. I was incorrect. 3, the 3-peat, 2000, 2001, and 2002. Did Sandy know? Yeah, everybody
Sandy got it.
Yep, there, everybody got it. So I was a bozo when I did this quiz yesterday. All right, number 4, last one. What was the last 8 seed to make the NBA Finals? The 2007 Spurs, the 1992 Trailblazers, the 1999 New York, that's incorrect, the New York Knicks, or it's never happened until this year.
It was
2007
that
Spurs.
old-ass 1999 Knicks team.
I'm going to go with
Okay.
It's never happened.
Okay. Stoney?
I don't think it's ever happened because if I remember correctly, the first 8 seed to beat a 1 seed in the first round was like I mean, not super recently, but probably like middle of the 2000s, I think. So I'm going to go with it's never happened.
Bing bong.
I do not have a graphic for this one because I did this research myself. I actually wrote about this game and I included this in my writing, and it was in our newsletter this week as well. And so, did you read the newsletter? Nah, he just fucking knew because he's a smarty pants. The 1999 New York Knicks, coached by Stan Van Gundy. I saw some video of that when they're watching the game. I think it was last game or the game before that. It was the 1999 Knicks. Do you remember who they lost to, Suk?
Was it the Spurs? In
It
99?
was Tim
Yeah.
Duncan and David Robinson Spurs. They lost 4-1. So, yeah, I didn't have a graphic for that one. That was just off the top of the dome. But shout out to everybody that put some guesses in here. The New York Knicks, obviously, that's how that's spelled. Good job. W segment. Thanks, man. All right, so I'll tell you guys this. This is a little bit about pulling back the curtain for you guys. I'm going to tell you guys some stuff that we got moving forward. Yeah, get you guys excited over the summer. When the finals of the NBA and the NHL are over, here on Betting News, we are going to start hosting a trivia night. We have not sorted out all of the details, but it will be an interactive experience where you guys in chat can come in, you can play with us, and then whoever has the most guesses of these gentlemen or you guys in chat will win a prize every single show. So if you guys like this, please stay tuned for that. Probably in about 3 weeks to a month, that will be happening. Yeah, this is the most basic trivia. Okay, well, how'd you do? Did you do okay? Did you?
Good vibes only. Let's go.
Hey man, it's all good. I appreciate it. Drop a dinger for me, brother. Drop what you think is a good question.
He's clearly never seen Tropic Thunder. You never call a retard a retard. Be nice to us.
Hey man, it's all good. I'll love. I mean, I whipped up a few questions from finals. There were some other questions. Actually, you know what? I'll pull up one more because there was another really good one that I looked at that I did not include in this. Yeah, come play with us. Let's go. What was it? This one. What is the finals MVP trophy? Which player is it named after?
Bill Russell.
Bill Russell.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Very good.
Of course, those guys will know that. Those Celtics guys.
Larry O'Brien.
See, that was wrong,
the
brother.
chip,
Sorry
baby.
about it. Yeah, that's the ship trophy, not the MVP. Justin Fields. Easy.
Justin Fields is the answer to everything. Bless that man.
It already cashed. It's in the account. Anyway, like I said, stay tuned. We're gonna have trivia every single week. We appreciate you guys. If you guys enjoyed that, stop by for that when we get that rocking and rolling. We'll play some more trivia when we over the next couple of weeks. See, have some hockey fun too. But yeah, we appreciate you. Yeah, wow, Plant, good job. Okay, now down to business. Let's get down to business. If you guys are just joining, we're giving away a pair of sunglasses and a t-shirt today. All you guys have to do is drop your guesses in chat. I can't find the right thing because there's so many things over here. There we go. Drop your guesses on how many points Jokic will score. Yep. Except W comment right there. Absolute W comment. Sorry, Sheffrey.
He's speechless. He can't come up with anything.
That's kind of going.
Literally, like he's like scrambling right now. Drop your guesses on how many points Jokic will score. 32. That's a good one.
32.
I think he does probably get 32 from Planet NYC.
We've had very good guesses. Very calm.
We have very calm. We haven't had any weird ones. Everyone thinks that Jokic is going to have a typical Joker game tonight.
We actually only have one repeat so far as well. We got 10 guesses, only one repeat.
That's good. That's very good.
There we go.
Nice. Good stuff. Keep dropping your guesses in chat throughout the show, which is a perfect transition for us because now we're going to talk about this game. Obviously, game 1 tonight in Denver. I'm very, very surprised. Maybe you guys aren't so much, but I'm really surprised at the line here. The Nuggets are 9-point favorites. Heat 9-point underdogs. The over/under is 217.5 is what I saw. It's probably moving a little bit of point here and there. 217.5 is what I saw it at before we got started. Nuggets first time in the finals ever. Heat, obviously they've been here before. Same shit, different day for them. Interesting fact for you guys before we talk about what you think about this game. The Heat won every game 1 of the playoffs so far. Beat the Bucks game 1, beat the Knicks game 1, beat the Celtics game one.
SAUCY.
Very heavy underdogs in all of those games, as you can imagine, because they were on the road. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that the Nuggets are going to take care of business tonight with a week off? Do you think they cover the 9? Do you think that the Heat are going to cover? What do you guys think about this game?
So, why don't I let you go first? You have the Denver hat on.
Okay. I honestly don't know what happens in this game. Sometimes if you talk about all like the same old shit we always talk about, rest versus too much rest, and the Heat coming up to the altitude, but they have won all their game ones. This Heat team is a weird read, and I think that's why the over is pretty high, the line is pretty big, because I think the main thinking here is that the Nuggets just steal one quickly off the first game. I don't know. It's going to be tough to see. I really do want to see how Caleb Martin plays. His plus 15 is pretty juiced, but his plus 20 is still plus money. I think he has a good series again. He just ends up open. But I don't think the Heat win tonight, but the line is pretty big. What do you think, Pete?
Honestly, I think it's more just to do with tired legs. Nuggets played a 4-game series. They had nothing else to really play for. They've been up in Denver, kind of acclimating to the altitude. Miami's coming up from Boston. They've been traveling back and forth a lot. I know they flew right from Boston to Denver, but off of this less rest. And I had the stat pulled up. Let me just try to find it in a sec here. But historically, game ones here, especially for an 8th seed, getting this far, I think the spread is set kind of aptly. Not that I would fade the Heat. I've lost a lot of money doing that this entire playoff run. I like the over here, though. I do think that if Miami's going to stay in this game, it's going to be high scoring. And I think just because Miami is going to be tired coming off all that travel and the extra games could mean for tired legs and Denver getting to the line a little bit more. They were giving up 11 offensive rebounds per game to the Celtics, and Jokic is one of the best offensive rebounders in basketball. I expect him to come hard at Bam all game. He played 40-plus minutes in every game versus the Lakers. Now he's been off for 10-plus days. Nobody needed that rest more than Jokic. I will talk more about him after, obviously, but I do think that the spread where it's set kind of scares me, right, in either direction, but the over is where I'm looking at.
I like the over too, yeah.
Yeah.
But the Heat will have to have their shot going to get there.
Yeah.
Stoney, what do you think?
Well, I was going to say the over's up to 219 now. Do you guys still like it there? I mean, 1.5 point move. No?
Usually not, but that's moving in the right direction. You know what I mean? If you didn't catch the line early, I could definitely see it landing at maybe 218. But instead of that, now that just tells me we should target props in this game. That there's going to be some front props. Some guys are going to go off, some assist props, points props, threes props. I think this is going to be one of those series where both teams score a lot of threes.
I know we like to cook up the parlays and have fun, but I think one of the great ways to make money in the finals, because it's going to be a weird little series, is find those role players that are filling the gaps. And just like Caleb Martin, now, we've been watching all 3 rounds, he's been killing it. It's going to be someone else. Bruce Brown's been doing it for the Nuggets low key. His PRA is always a look because he technically does play that backup point guard role for them.
KCP was great versus the Lakers, and he's been here before, winning a championship with the Lakers. He's played in these big games, and he showed why Denver wanted him starting all season long. Literally what I was looking at.
Play,
yeah.
So I
sorry, go ahead, SPJ.
No, you're good, man. My favorite play in this game, so I wrote about it. I still like it. I think the Heat are going to fucking cover, man. 9 points to Jimmy and the way this team is playing right now feels disrespectful. If the Nuggets win by 15 plus, go for it. Great. I'm not going heavy on game ones. I'm not a big finals bettor, to be honest. I like to enjoy the games. It's the biggest stage. I feel the same way about the Super Bowl. I feel the same way about these massive stage games. Sometimes weird stuff happens. Sometimes it's a little bit harder to find the edge because the lines are so razor sharp. But I feel like the Heat are going to cover this game. My favorite play, though, is Jimmy Butler over 5.5 assists. I got it this morning at minus 140 on FanDuel. I think it's already been bumped up to over 6.5 for plus 122. I like that a lot. I think I like his 8+. Stoney and I actually have it in a lotto, which I'll be posting the video of that momentarily. But he's had 8+ assists against the Nuggets in the last 3 times they've played. He had 9 last game. I think it was in February. 2 times they played this season, he had 8 and 9 assists. We've watched Jimmy throughout the entire playoffs. He's had those random games where he's popped off, but they know if they want to stay in this game, if there is going to be a lot of points scored, Jimmy's going to have at least 7, 8, possibly 9, maybe even 10 assists and have a shit ton of potential assists. And if they're hitting their threes, I'm gonna get to you. If they're hitting their threes, like we just talked about, he should get there. So I really love his assists. Yes, Suk, what can I have? What can I do?
All I was gonna say is that he trademarked Jimmy Butler. The
He
merch
really
is
did.
coming.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude,
Absolutely.
it's so crazy. I mean, the guy's just had an insane run, and he's, how can you not? Honestly, how can you not like Jimmy Butler? Seriously,
Mhm.
like the guy just.
You could be a
love
Celtics fan. That's how.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm okay with it. To lose to that guy, that's fine.
We lost to Caleb Martin. Anyways, we're off this.
Anyway, yeah, did you guys see that this is a good point. I actually kind of like that. That kind of feeds into what I was sort of just talking about, but I don't like under, so I'm not going to fuck with that. But did you guys see that the MVP voting for the Eastern Conference Finals was actually 4-3? So Butler got 4 votes and Martin got 3 votes. It was
Really?
close.
I mean,
Yeah.
he should have gotten it, in my opinion. But
I totally 100%. Jimmy got that last vote because it's Jimmy Butler. That's
Right.
why. Yeah, I don't know. I again, like these games, it's really tough to pick a side. It's really tough to pick. I think the over is probably the move. Like you guys said, I feel like that's probably the best one. Who votes? That's a good question. I do not know the answer to that question. Do you guys know who votes? I'm not sure.
There's a
You might have
judges
to.
panel. I think it's
Yeah, there must-
legends and media.
Yeah, some analysts,
Thanks.
journalists.
Somebody Google that. Somebody in chat. I'm sure someone knows. Yeah, they must have a panel that watches all the games and then gets
Yeah.
to decide based on what's happened.
Some sort of committee.
So I'll drop Inzi's play in this game, which I kind of hinted at a little bit earlier. Inzi is on Max Strus over 9.5 points. Max Strus has had 15 plus points against the Nuggets the last 3 times they played. That's the background. That's the information that he gave me. That was the straight from Inzi's mouth to you. Over 9.5 for Max Strus. So Kanika, he's on your Max Strus train. But that kind of ties into what you were saying, Suk, about one of these role players having to step up. I mean, sure, every once in a while the stars are going to have big games. Jokic probably is going to flirt with a triple-double every single game. Really interested to see how Jamal Murray plays. Like this is, this could be. He's had such a fantastic playoff run. If he has a really, really, really good finals, I think we're starting to have a separate conversation about Jamal Murray. I mean, I love him.
Is he the best player that's never made an All-Star?
He's never been an All-Star?
No,
Is he
never.
really not. Wow.
No.
Wow.
If the
Well,
first
that
award
must
he ever
come-
wins
he's the
is
new age
Finals
Reggie
MVP,
Miller.
bro. Holy fuck.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think if he has a good finals, and maybe even the Nuggets don't win, it doesn't matter. If he has a good finals and plays really well, like he's been playing, the conversation around the Nuggets next season will be how far can Jokic and Murray take them, not how far can Jokic take them.
I think if you've been watching the Nuggets games, though, I think the fandom really does know what Murray means to them. I think the media day yesterday, Jokic was saying, sometimes I'm the best player on the floor, sometimes I'm not. He really does acknowledge that if his shot's not falling, there is a guy he can look to and do those fucking handoffs over and over and over again.
You saw it in that game where Jamal Murray went crazy against the Lakers early. I think he had 30 in the first half. The entire first half, Jokic wasn't getting assists. He wasn't doing anything. You saw him running around the perimeter, setting screens for Jamal Murray. It didn't look like it was Jokic. You know what I mean? He does whatever it has to just to win games. That's all he gives a fuck about.
I saw a really cool clip of Dame talking about Jokic. Did you guys see that clip? It looked like he was in his fucking kitchen or something talking to his phone. But it's Dame, so it had millions of views. And he was basically saying that Joker's the best player in the league. And he was saying it was because he can beat you every which way. And he can do it by dropping 40, 15 rebounds, 15 assists, or do it all in the same game. Like, it's just you have to pick your poison. We've kind of talked about it before on the show too. Like the way that the Lakers were kind of trying to defend him was, yeah, okay, Jokic, just score a shit ton, just go for it. But if you let him facilitate and pick you apart, and then Jamal Murray drops 30, MPJ drops 15 to 20. KCP drops 15, then you're screwed, because then there's no yeah. All right, Planet YMCA. Planet NYC. We're gonna need some footage of that.
Yeah, I want the highlight tape.
I want live action Jokic highlight reel from the YMCA from Planet NYC.
I actually have a buddy that plays like Jokic, and this was a few years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, when Jokic was still like the second round pick, and they were trying to trade Nurkic out of there. And he literally caught the ball off a rebound and full court passed it without putting it on the deck. And I was like, bro, you play like Jokic. Homie got offended because he didn't know who the fuck Jokic was.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
That was still the early days.
He's like, who do I play like?
Who you calling me?
Oh my God.
When I played, I got compared to Andre Karolinko. For all you NBA fans
Oh, that's
out
a good comparison. That's a
because I'm tall and lanky, but I can kind of control the ball. And Karolinko was a baller, the Russian baller. He was Russian, wasn't he?
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah. So back to the game. Before we kind of cook what we're gonna cook today, we'll talk a little bit about some of our favorite baseball players. We're not going to talk about games individually, but we'll talk about some plays that we like. And before we get to cooking, yeah. Okay, here's the question. Who do you like, V? And then we'll go around and everyone say who you think is going to win this game. You think the Nuggets are winning? You think the Heat are winning? Or do you like a spread side? If you had to choose, what's your lane?
If I had to choose, I'm taking the Heat with the points, but I'm looking at the over. The over is my favorite side of total in this game.
Shout out Derrick Henry, brother. Let's go. Tennessee Titans in the house. Let's get it.
He knows I'm actually J.R. Smith, but he just doesn't want to say it.
That's hilarious. It's so good.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna need. Speaking of, all right. So we got Planet NYC footage from the YMCA. I'm gonna need some Derrick Henry basketball footage from you.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna need. All right. So the over and the Heat to cover. Right, B?
Yeah. If I had to take a side.
Stoney?
If I had to bet something on this game, I would probably lay the points with the Nuggets. You can get 8.5 at a couple books. Dude, I think the Nuggets blow them out tonight. Me and my brother were actually talking, and the betting favorite for the exacta in this series is a Nugget sweep at plus 460. That's got the lowest odds. The next up is at plus 700 is Nuggets in 5, Miami to win game 3 or game 4. So that's what I think is going to happen. Win this in 5. Miami wins game 3 at home. But tonight, I think the Nuggets come out and just stomp them. So I'm taking the 8.5 if I had to.
Yes, if you had to. Suk?
Honestly, I like what Stoney's saying. I could totally see that transpiring. Sometimes you just run out of gas. We've never seen a play-in team make it this far. Obviously, those few extra games do matter. Jimmy hasn't been himmy lately. And honestly, like we were saying, in this kind of series, maybe take some role player props. But I do like Stoney's, what he's thinking.
I do. I think I'm switching sides. I think I like what Stoney's saying here. And I'm looking at the splits too. There's a lot of bet percentage on the Heat plus 9, 52%, but somehow still 55% of the handle on Nuggets minus 9.
Well, it was 9. It was 9 all day, and now we're seeing 8.5 in some places too. So
I just think that there's some pretty heavy bets coming in on the Nuggets, and I think I'd rather flow with that side and what Stoney just said.
I think we talk always about players having effect on the game, like SPJ was saying. That Jokic has so much effect on the game, even when the ball's not in his hands. Guys like Jimmy, guys like LeBron, they're just like that. I think we saw the next level from the Nuggets against the Lakers. The Lakers came in from the play-in too. They beat teams nobody thought they were going to beat. They handled the Grizzlies. They were making adjustments. They had guys come in and out of the rotation. They were doing everything they could to win. And when they came up against the Nuggets, what happened? Jamal Murray was hitting insane shots. Jokic hitting insane shots. And at the end of the series, AD, LeBron, all they could do is tip their cap and call it a day. Like the season's over, and there's no sadness in losing to Jokic when he's hucking the ball over his head from 25 feet.
The amount of times we saw the brow turn around and be like,
it's not even hate, it's just confusion.
He was just
Just
like,
straight confusion.
what the fuck am I supposed to do? All right, so I'm the only one that's I'm going Heat. I'm going Heat to cover, man. I know you guys. I want to switch sides so bad now, but I'm nuts on table, brother. I really think that
stick with it.
I'm holding firm. And all right, so I will say this too. If you guys have been watching the show or you watch All Sauce Teams on Fridays, when we started the playoffs, we made our predictions, and my bozo ass said that I did not believe in the Nuggets at all. However, I did have good reasoning as to why I thought that, because before this run in the playoffs right now, they hadn't really done it come playoff time. but that was because they hadn't had a fully healthy, hot Jamal Murray to go along with Jokic and to help the process. Obviously, the other role players fit in well too. But I am thoroughly enjoying seeing this team play the way that they're playing. I think it's going to be an awesome series. But yeah, give me the Heat, man. I'll be the only one in my little corner by myself. I think Inzi is also honorarily on the Heat. I think he did say that he likes the Heat +9. Yeah. Oh my god. I can't. I'm gonna not bring that up on the screen. But you guys can read that in chat. Yeah.
Jeff, you can do better than that, man. Come on.
Oh my god, that's so good. We got, so as always, playful banter, but good vibes only. Good vibes only.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's go ahead and start cooking. Let's speaking of cooking, let's cook some stuff up. If you drop your favorite plays in chat, I've seen some that have already come up that are really nice. Let's do the lotto first for the vibes, and then we'll cook up a regular parlay for this game tonight. A couple MLB plays out there as well. Actually, Stoney, did you have I know you're one that you really had. He ain't pitching, but
yeah, bro. I was gonna ride the Frambler Valdez K ladder all the way up, but man got scratched right before. But I do still have a play in that game, and then I got a basketball play for you as well.
Ooh, go for it.
So yeah, let me get into it. So first up on the diamond, in the Angels-Astros game, I've got Jeremy Pena over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He clears this line in 54% of home games this season, and he's hit it in 4 of his last 5. He bats better against lefties, and he's going up against Reed Detmers today, who has not recorded a win and almost has a 5.0 ERA. In his career against Detmers, Pena has 8 plate appearances. He bats .571 with 4 hits, a double, an RBI, and a walk. The dude tears this guy up. He's been on a recent tear. So we're drinking the juice, the -145, and riding with this guy for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. That's on Prize Picks and DraftKings. That category is exclusive to them, unfortunately. But the other one I got in the NBA tonight is Aaron Gordon. Oh, we both clicked it. Aaron Gordon over 2.5 assists at -130 on FanDuel. He hits this in 52% of games on the season. He's hit in 53% in the playoffs, but he's been on a tear in his last 7. He's hit this in 6 of 7 games. He's had 5 assists, 4 assists, 2 assists, 3, 3, 6, and 3. He's hit this in 1 of 1 game against Miami this year, and he's hit this in all 4 games against Miami as a Denver Nugget. Just 3 assists from him tonight. You know we're doing my favorite thing and paying the juice man, drinking the juice.
There it is.
And Aaron Gordon's going to get us 3 assists. That's what I got.
That's so sick. You got the straw in there? Was it the first try?
Oh, bro, I was fumbling with it backstage, man. You couldn't see me.
You
Trying to get it out of the wrapper real
right
quick.
through, all the way right through.
Oh, right. No, not all the way right through. Not all the way right through. You know, I'm not a Neanderthal.
Stony Thal. I love this, dude. I actually did look at 2.5 assists for Aaron Gordon. You sold it perfectly. That's a great play.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Good stuff. So let's I'll say my baseball play, and then we'll cook. My favorite
a basketball play I have to talk about too.
Of course,
play 2 for once.
Oh, dude. All right, so we're all gonna drop our. Suk, you have a play?
I have a play, and I think it's easy money. Odds aren't crazy, but I think it will hit.
Wow. All right. Just if you guys are just joining the channel, just want you guys to know that what does that say? Horny.
Fucking
you guys are just if you guys are just joining the channel, Suk got involved about 6 weeks ago. Obviously, friend of Vsauce for a long time. Huge basketball fan, knowledgeable basketball person. Had not really dived too much into betting. As you guys can see, he's a member of the club now, baby. Let's fucking go.
I was actually wearing this hat the first time I was on.
You were. I do remember that. You've come so far, man, in just the 6 weeks. All right, so I'll do my baseball play, and then I'll let you gents sell your plays, and then we shall cook. My favorite play on the diamonds. Stephen Kwan, my buddy Rich, homie Kwan, over 1.5 bases, plus 125. The Guardians are taking on the Twins tonight. Stephen Kwan's had 3+ bases in 3 of his last 5 games. He's also had 2+ bases in 4 of his last 5 games versus the Twins. He's the leadoff batter for the Guardians. He's my favorite baseball player. The guy just rakes the baseball. He had a dud the other night. Stoney and I were actually texting about this. He didn't get a hit. And then we were texting, and he was like, is he going to go back? Is he going to go back-to-back 0 for 5s? I was like, hell no, bro. He's going to have multiple hits, 3 hits next game. He's just a contact hitter. I could definitely see him maybe hitting the gap tonight. Maybe the 3+ is plus 265 on FanDuel. 2+ hits is plus 200. Both of those are very sexual numbers for Stephen Kwan to have a good game in Minneapolis tonight. Might be in a lotto that Stoney and I already cooked up. So that is my favorite play on the diamond. I have 2 others that I like a lot. They're on bettingnews.com. Go give them a read. One of them is a pitcher prop. The other one is a other batter to stay hot. And both of them are actually playing in Fenway tonight. So go check it out, bettingnews.com, for my other 2 favorite plays. All right, gents. I'm gonna let you know what, V. I'm gonna let you go last because I want to hear Sukh's. I want to hear Sukh's play. So Sukh, brother, what's your play, man?
Mine is super fucking simple. All 3 of these guys have hit this line easy. MPJ most 3s. Yeah, that works into what I'm saying. Michael Porter Jr. has hit this line. KCP has hit this line, and Caleb Martin has hit this line 4, 5, 6 games in a row, each of them. It's plus 168 if you take MPG 2+3s, KCP 2+3s, and Caleb Martin 2+3s is plus 168. I think that's pretty low for all of them, and it's pretty good money.
Dude, that is sharp as a fucking tack, man.
Yeah,
that is the way to do it.
I was honestly not expecting you to say plus 168.
That's very nice.
Okay.
I can read.
No, I meant like I thought it would be like plus 110 or something like that. Like I was surprised.
Oh, plus 160. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
We got another guest. So Paul not only guessed points, he went for the rebounds. And Paul went over above and beyond.
Stat line.
If that
I'm
is
sending you our underwear if you get this right. This is not the game.
Game worn.
Brother. All right, so here's the deal, because I made the contest so I can make the rules. If Jokic gets 27, 12, and 6, Paul, you win the shirt and the sunglasses. Nobody else gets anything else. If he gets that exact stat line, you are the grand prize winner. And a huge high five from the kiddos. Sukh, that's really nice. I was actually looking at MPJ's over 2.5 regular line.
Mm-hmm.
He had 5 last time they played in February. It was in Miami, but I mean, he shot also like 12 threes that game. I think Jamal Murray either didn't play or didn't have a very good game that game. But MPJ plays way better at home. Like that.
He's been different this playoffs. He's been locked in on defense. He told Mike Malone, hey, you want to finish games with Bruce Brown? I'm okay. Put me on the bench. I just want to win. And I think that really came out against the Lakers series. I think 1 or 2 games, he had 2 blocks. So he's locked in. He's 6'10". He can get open. He's slippery off the ball. I think 2 is low. Caleb Martin, 2 is low for him. And even with KCP, like Vern was saying, that's a guy you can look at for individual props all series long.
Yeah, facts. As long as the guys just keep doing what they've been doing, they're chilling. All right, V, your turn.
All right, man. This is probably a whole bunch of
Jesus.
I
As a
didn't bring it up.
Canadian, I could see, yes.
Fuck. All
Bro,
right,
when that video was going around, people are asking, you clicked on it? I'm like, you didn't click on it? Fuck out of here, man. Be honest.
That was a wonderful clip, dude. Oh my god.
Of course.
All right, V's play. Is
go
it 30? Tell us.
No, it is Jokic over 13.5 rebounds, I believe is what his line is sitting at right now.
Yeah.
I honestly love this line. In back-to-back games this season versus Miami, he's had 12 rebounds, and that's with 0 offensive rebounds. That is not something that happens often in the playoffs. Jokic is averaging 2.4 offensive rebounds in the regular season. That's jumped up to 4 per game in the playoffs. He's attacking the offensive glass and looking for second chance points. He did it versus the Suns. He did it versus the Lakers. You know, I think he's going to keep doing that tonight. That's basically my entire pitch on this. Miami's been averaging, allowing 48 rebounds per game, Well, I think that Bam doesn't make Jokic kind of have to step outside the way that other players might. It allows him to stay closer to the basket and attack the offensive glass because he knows that Bam is not going to be like outletting for a fast break or anything like that. You know, he doesn't have to get back in transition. So I love this number, especially with tired legs on the other side. That could mean missed shots from Miami, allowing more rebound chances for Jokic. He's averaging 22.1 rebound chances per game in the playoffs. That number jumps up to 24 rebound chances per game at home, and he averages 16 rebounds per game at home in the playoffs this season. So give me Jokic over 13.5 rebounds.
Are you on his rebounds like the whole series just because of the Bam matchup?
Maybe depending on how they play tonight, because Michael Porter Jr. has been doing a great job of attacking the glass, like you said, like he said, Mike Malone, you can put me on the bench, but instead he just stepped up into the guy that Mike Malone wants to finish games with, that rebounds, plays defense, and I think that's the only thing that can make me sway off of it. So I'm gonna take it tonight, see how it goes, and see what the matchups kind of look like, and I could definitely see them matching up Jokic with somebody else, just because you never know how Spo is gonna attack a game defensively.
Another thing to note for Nuggets bettors is that Mike likes to keep his boys out there until the game is fucking well in hand. 2 minutes left, minute and a half left. So if you're sweating out a rebound, it can get there with that team.
This is also the finals, man. They would have to be up huge for him to pull these guys out. I mean, they want to play they want to soak up every fucking second of this. The first time ever in Nuggets history they're in the finals. They're playing a lot tonight, man.
Oh yeah. 10 days of rest, man. Jokic played 42 minutes per game against the Lakers, and those were mostly games that were in hand. I think outside of maybe game 3, or maybe game 4. I can't remember which one it was. So they're gonna ride their starters for sure.
The Jokic takes are going to be ridiculous after this. He's been flying under the radar. Only like Nuggets fans really know. Other fans are just seeing highlight reels, right? So now there's only fucking 2 teams to watch, all eyes are going to be there. So fucking pumped.
Yeah, so I have a quick hot take, and then we're going to cook up a lot of, because I think we got some good stuff that we can go off of. I think that if the Nuggets end up winning the championship and Jokic has how he's been playing, basically, I think that this season's MVP will be one of the worst MVP decisions as remembered in history of Embiid winning over Jokic again. I don't know if it will be that case necessarily. Obviously, the Embiid conversation is a completely separate thing, and he did have a great season, etc. But I think that Jokic took it personally that he didn't get the MVP, and I think he came out in the playoffs and reminded everybody why he's better than Joel Embiid. I don't think that conversation will exist anymore after this season. So I think it'll be interesting if they do go and win it. That'll be a conversation that will be had, that people will be like, wow, Jokic took this team the first time ever to the finals and didn't win the MVP that year. What did he do? Oh, he just averaged better numbers than when he did win the MVP the 2 previous seasons. Who else was there? Oh, Joel Embiid. What did he do? Oh, he lost in the second round. I know it's a regular season award. I get it, but I think that could be something that will be talked about if that ends up happening.
I loved what Jokic did too. He started wearing suits into the games. They asked him why. He said he saw other guys wearing suits, but they ain't about that business. So he wants to wear a suit so people know he's about that business. And that shit fucking trips me out. The guy also had a giant gash on his arm for about half the season. And as I was watching the games, I was just watching that shit heal. So hopefully he's all good now. I don't know why I brought the injury up, but I was just sad for him.
No, man, he's one of those guys too, like Jimmy, that elevates his game in the playoffs. And, we've kind of seen it, but I think this year with his fitness level and the way that he's been playing, like the fact that he didn't win an MVP this year and probably the best year that he's had out of his 3 potential MVP seasons, you know what I mean? Especially looking at the way he's playing in the playoffs. I think he's one of those guys now that just kind of turns it on in the playoffs.
He's got the body of someone that does a lot of biking. Like a weird uncle you have, and he's wearing fucking spandex, and he doesn't look it, but then he takes you for a bike ride, and you're just going uphill, downhill, and you're like, fuck, I'm the fat one, not him.
All right, let's settle this beef, because Chef is still beefing with, and I think that Planet NYC has apologized. So can we?
I know, bro. Chef won't let it go.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Never mind. We're not burying the hatchet, I guess, or whatever. All right, before we cook before we cook the winners, before we cook the lotto, one more time, if you guys have not dropped your guesses in chat, please drop your guesses on how many points Jokic will score. You get a chance to win a BETSRPESSO t-shirt, which is right there on the screen. There it is. Let's go. And a pair of Nike sunglasses. Whoever gets closest will get a chance to win whichever they choose. Second will get to choose the sunglasses or the shirt. All right. Let's do it. Let's cook the lotto. What are your they're having fun. Okay. I'm just gonna put baby in the corner, let them do that over there, and we're gonna cook the winners over here. So what do you guys think? Where do you want to start with this lotto? I will say NZ did drop the over 9.5 for let's go. Over 9.5 for Strus. If you look at his matchup against the Nuggets, it's pretty spicy. 15. I don't know what the number is for 15 plus. I don't have the ability to look at the lines right now. But the 15 plus could be something that we could look at because he's had it in every single game against the Nuggets. And we could honor NZ not being here and his hopeful good visit to the dentist.
I hate it, but I'm down. Got to start somewhere.
I hate it, but I mean, we don't have to. I'm just saying that the numbers are pretty spectacular. I also liked MPJ's 4+ threes if you wanted to get a little spicy. Sony and I were actually texting about this a little bit earlier.
Like that.
Yeah, I think it's like plus 178-ish, I believe.
175 on FanDuel right now.
Yeah, so
I could be tempted to start there.
Super
Where?
juicy, but
What is this?
MPJ, Michael Porter Jr.'s 4+ threes. At home, shoots way better. Had 5 when they played the Heat last game, 4+, and I think 2 of the last 4 games they've played, or in general at home, was one I was looking at. What do you guys think?
Drew's 4+ is 420, 410.
I was gonna say if it was 420, we'd have to put it in.
Who?
These.
Bruce. Bruce. If they said Bruce, they're talking about Bruce Brown for a second. I was like, Bruce Brown 4+3 seems excessive.
Oh no, that is funny.
Has he ever done that in his career? Probably once or twice.
Probably with the Nets, I think last season.
Yeah, fair. I mean, I do kind of like his over 1 to hit 1 3. It's been a wagon, but yeah. So drop your favorite plays in chat, what you guys heard on the show, or something you guys like that's not been talked about as a guy to go a little bit crazier than usual. V, I kind of liked maybe riding the Jokic rebound ladder. That could be fun.
Why does Chef T know so many flowers? Are you a botanist?
Got that green thumb. I'm scared of Hemi points, Chef. I'm not gonna lie. That one's a little scary to me. He'll drop 35 now. That's how it goes.
Jokic 16 boards is plus 200.
I like that. Because if he gets, as V said, if he gets 14, he's probably going to get to 16, 17.
16,
yeah.
You guys want it? Cool.
Yeah, we got Lettuce Bets. Hello, Lettuce Bets. They like it. Joker at least 15 boards. KCP over threes made, so 1.5.
Seen that a couple times.
What about 3 threes for KCP?
3 threes.
I like that.
220 plus 220.
Oh, I like that.
He's also hit
like
that
in
too. 3 of his last 5 games.
I'm a huge KCP guy. He's great.
He's been awesome for them this entire run too. Okay, so we got Jokic 16+, KCP 3+. Good starting points. Do we want to do MPJ 4, or do we want to? Because if we do MPJ and KCP, then we got to just assume that the Nuggets are all making their fucking threes.
That's a good point.
So plus 175 for 4. I don't know about that.
What's the value on KCP at 3?
Plus 220.
I think we did KCP.
Instead.
Yeah.
It's just too good, right?
Yeah.
Do we have any Miami props right now?
I really like Butler's assists, to be honest. But
Stoney, you're smiling.
We're exposed on that one.
I'm well, it's not included in this because we already have it in something different.
We got a lot of stake for.
Yeah, Jimmy needs to have 8 assists.
Let's move from that then.
I mean, we could roll with the Strus machine.
What was that? Over 9.5?
Well, that's his regular line. For the lotto, though, we could do 15 plus.
What do we think about?
Oh, it's
Mr.
plus 500, 15 plus.
Oh my
Is it
god.
really?
Is he
Oh,
really?
Dude,
Stoney,
yeah,
am I
dude.
have you looked at the graphs? He has had 15 plus points against the Nuggets last 3 games, right? I'm not just making that up. I'm pretty sure I saw that when I looked
We
at
can
this
go-
earlier.
I
We
think he
go
only
12
played
and a
them once
half.
though this season.
We
Okay.
can go 12 and a half for plus 225.
Actually, wait, no,
That's-
he played them
that's-
twice. 19 and 23. Sorry, Stoney.
19 and 23?
19 and 23 is what he's had versus Miami in 2 games this season.
I would
Alright, so
also assume that Hero played in those games too. So that means that there was the factor of Hero being in there as well. So
Max Strus at 15 plus points for plus 500 is
is that what we're
going
doing? Is that what we're saying? Max Strus
nobody
legacy
buys
game.
a lotto ticket with expecting to win, so let's go. No?
Right?
Yeah, that's a great point.
That's why you press the buttons. All right, so
Those-
we got Strus. Yeah, what is it, Stoney?
Well, I was gonna say those 3 legs is plus 5,053. Jokic 16 boards, KCP 3 plus 3s, and Max Strus 15 plus points.
I mean, friend of the program. If he's getting 3, he's getting 5. DJ logic. Let's go. Caleb
That's how he
Martin
treats his
3s.
charges, too.
Total Slayer, Galen Martin 3s. I could be convinced. What do you guys think? 3 plus was still really good value on the guy that's been just absolutely
plus
It's still
smoking
plus
for me.
money. It's still plus
Plus
125.
125, yeah.
Yeah. I'm down.
We'd have to go for 4 plus though, for the lotto.
I mean, we don't have to. We
Wait,
kind of
is
have
this
these,
the seven,
we kind of
Strus?
have these arbitrary rules, a plus 200 leg, and then we go, plus 175's okay. So
That's
plus
true.
125, that gets the job done.
What does that get us to?
If we need Strus, maybe we leave Strus be. If we don't try to fucking add other guys. I don't know.
No, I mean, if we think, well, okay, I'm the only one that think the Heat covers, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe we go back to the Nugget side of things. V, you look sad in the corner, brother. Are you okay?
No.
You were literally like this.
It should be the Celtics. It should be the Celtics. No, I'm just joking. I got caught on my phone.
Jesus Christ.
He's like, this was V right here.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
I just got sent an offer from Bet365, so that's why I got distracted all of a
Oh,
sudden.
yeah.
You're trying to decide how to press the buttons. I get it.
Exactly.
All right, so we need one more leg, and as Stoney said, we don't have to apply any arbitrary rules. We can do whatever we want around here.
I mean, Caleb Martin for 3 plus 125.
But how shitty would we feel if he didn't hit his regular line for the first time in like 2 weeks, and that's what sells our
That's
fucking
also
lotto?
a point.
You know,
Another thing too
I mean-
is he may not match up as well against Denver. Strus,
Yeah.
we know matches up well against them. He's kind of played well. Like this, we're talking one or the other, right? Or are we talking about adding both? Strus or
we were
Caleb?
talking about adding both, but I mean,
How do you guys feel about my Aaron Gordon assist?
I like
that too.
I like that.
4
Yeah.
plus.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
4
What is 4
plus
plus?
is plus 190.
Job
I
done.
mean,
Let's
that
go.
gets the job done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. I love that. So that's probably got to get us close to plus 10,000.
Plus
Gotta be.
15,000. 4 legs plus 15, 342. Joker 16 boards, KCP 3 threes, Max Strus 15 points, and Aaron Gordon 4 assists.
Wow. I like that. We didn't even have to go to baseball. We just stayed straight in the finals game, which always is scary because it's like I said, I mean, who knows what's going to happen in this game tonight?
Right.
The finals, man. Who knows? Yeah, cash it. It's already in the account. Yeah, put however you guys bet. Do a little dusting on it. A couple bucks, $5, 10 if you want to get crazy, 25 cents. No unit shaming around here. However you want to bet it, give it a whirl. Why not?
Should we cook up prize
Or
picks?
let's do it. Let's
Mhm.
do it. Drop your favorite legs on Prize Picks. If you guys play on Prize Picks, there's lots of crazy categories in the for this specific for the NBA Finals, basically. Like there are
Prize
like
Picks
random.
is fucking fun, no?
It's very fun.
They got some options. They
They
got
got
some
some
DGen options.
Mhm.
They
You want to
do.
bet
they
on
do
the
have-
color of the Gatorade? You can bet on the color of the Gatorade.
They do. 'Cause if you can press the Prize Picks buttons where you're at, they're good buttons to press.
You want to bet on
Um,
how many 3-point attempts LeBron's gonna have tonight? 3-point attempts. That shit like blows my mind.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
crazy.
Exactly. They have some other stuff for the finals this time too, which I did not even notice before. I cannot bring up the screen unfortunately right now, but we can talk about the different legs. Like I said, drop your favorite squares that you guys love in chat. I'm trying to think of like I always get in the lotto brain, and then I'm like, oh yeah, we can just do regular lines now. Just guys to hit, just guys to do their jobs. That's fine. Thank you, Stoney. So let's see. Where do we want to start?
I'm pulling up the lines in Prize Picks right now. I gotta do it on my phone.
Yeah. So we got a baseball leg from Lettuce Bets. Pablo Lopez over K's. I like that. Do like that. Although the Guardians, he pitches for the Twins, right? He's for the Twins now. Guardians are like the.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Don't let us get one.
Who is that guy? I hate that guy.
I hate that guy so much.
Don't let us get one. Hey man, for real, like it's margins of error.
Shouldn't you be at work?
So Lettuce Bets, the only thing that scares me a tiny bit about this is the Guardians just don't strike out. They really don't. They're like second worst in the MLB, or I guess second best not to strike out. They just don't strike out that much. But Lopez, he's been a wagon. He's been great.
Jokic free square today.
Oh yeah, let's use that. Let's use that. Today they will. I love it. I love the confidence. Let's go. Today they will. That's the sell job. They're not going to strike out so much. Today they will. Let's get it.
What does a free square mean?
So Jokic to score 1 point.
Damn.
You could bet less.
You could if you wanted to.
You can bet under half a point if you want to.
If you think he's gonna shit the bed in the first 10 seconds of the game and not play.
Dude, look at this field goal made in the first 3 attempts.
Yep.
God, that's crazy.
They got some crazy stuff, man. I'm telling you. It's pretty
That'd be crazy for Caleb Martin, who's gone like 4 of 4 a few games in a row.
He's been hot. So all right, I am absolutely terrified of playing anything Caleb Martin today. Because he's been ridiculously hot. He's been hitting all of his lines, but it's a new series, new place. He hasn't actually done very well versus the Nuggets if you look at how he's played against them specifically. I know like we got to ride more about the fact of how he's been playing, but I want to see it happen in this game first before shit gets wild to me personally.
What do you guys think of this one? Gabe Vincent and Max Strus over 4.5 threes made.
Gabe Vincent and Max Strus 4.5.
I mean, we already like Max Strus to go nuts. So
I feel like Vincent's been kind of low-key slept on a little bit. You know,
I like
that. That's kind of a cheeky one. That's good. Oh, we got Steely Dan always at the death. Let's go. We love it. How was Steely? How was your meeting? We just need some thumbs up for the meeting dubs. Yeah. So I like that. V. Let's put it in. It's not overthinking.
Vincent is he had 3+ in 4 of the 7 games versus Celtics.
They're obviously game planning for Caleb, right? So somebody's gonna slip through the cracks.
You think they're game planning for him?
Oh, I think you have to at this point. The Celtics clearly did not fucking game plan for him, and he ended up open all the time.
Frustrating.
Yep.
So frustrating.
He barely had a reaction to that because the pain was so real inside.
I think that you got to be careful though, because if you game plan too much for Caleb Martin, Jimmy will drop some dongs on your head. You know. Yeah. Like, I think that their main priority will be to make sure that Jimmy Butler has a tough time.
Who do you think Jimmy matches up with? Who do you think they use to try and stop Jimmy?
It's a good Aaron Gordon, maybe?
Aaron Gordon.
I think they'll throw looks at him.
Right.
Someone will start, and then he'll get different looks.
Got to throw
probably
him off.
Gordon, maybe Bruce Brown when he's in the game. He's a great defender. He's a little smaller, but I mean.
But he's jacked. He's strong.
Jimmy won't be able to back him down. That's for sure. So, all right. So we got Jokic free square. We got, let's do that one. V. Strus and Vincent, the threes. I like that. Is Aaron Gordon's assist his regular line on there? 2.5?
No, it's not on there.
Yeah.
I'm seeing, so there is him and Joker, 13 assists. I mean, and that's a line.
Jokic could hit by himself.
I was going to say, he could get 14 assists.
Dude.
Let's do that.
13.5 with both
It's
fucking
just
like that.
13. Just 13.
So
not
just
not even
13?
a half.
Hey,
Just
push
13.
potential. We love the push equity.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys
I like that.
Push equity. Let's do that.
Cool.
This is cheeky. We like it. Do we even want to dabble with baseball, or do we want to just go with the NBA? Let's go
I
with the
already
NBA.
checked, and my Jeremy Pena prop's not on there, so might as well just stick with the NBA unless you guys want to.
I have nothing. So
We're changing this
let's
channel into an NBA channel. Let's slowly.
question it. See what happens when you bring these guys in, and then it's all back to the brown balls. But you've converted NZ to a round ball, man. That's how that's
I
good.
know.
Love it.
KCP threes. That's a point. I don't know if his threes is on there. Green K's. I do like that, Chef. I do like green K's. I'm down on that.
There's no
So
KCP threes. It's him and Caleb Martin for 4.
what?
Oh, that's low too.
Yo,
Over 4?
KCP and Caleb Martin combined.
do we think
threes.
it's just gonna? Is it just gonna be a 3 fest? Is it gonna be rain and dubs, rain and triples in Denver? What's the forecast? What's the forecast like?
To
Can we
be
get
fair, that's only like a combined 10 threes for both sides. Like for both, that's only a combined 10 threes in the entire game.
Like with these combo
And if
bets,
it
like
come from 4
the other
different
guy
players.
can just hit it alone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love it.
Let's do that. Let's
love you,
let's get
Prize
cheeky.
Picks.
KCP,
Yeah, we love
Caleb
you,
Martin.
Prize Picks. Caleb Martin, KCP. Love it.
Okay.
Love it. Just want to
That's
answer
also
this.
push.
Yeah. A push potential, indeed. Steely Dan, I actually talked about Green K. No, I didn't. I wrote about it, but he actually had 8 strikeouts against the Sox last year. I know it's new season; they don't strike out a bunch, but I have a feeling he's going to shove tonight. Dan, I need you on my side. We need love. We need love for Chef Love in chat. All right, so we got Joker free square, Jokic free square. I just combined Jokic, and Joker.
I said that once and nobody said shit. I was happy.
I said it and it's recorded, so fuck me, right? All right, so we got Jokic / Joker free square. Vincent Struce threes, and then we got Martin and KCP threes. And then we got Gordon and Jokic assists. We got all the combos, just like combos.
How many legs is that?
That's 4.
This one's intriguing to me. Michael Porter Jr. over 2.5 points in the first 6 minutes.
We just need him to bang 1 3.
1-3 in the first 6 minutes of the game.
He's gonna start.
That in?
I like that.
I would hate for this to lose in the first 6 minutes of the fucking
He's trying
game.
Be done.
V wants to sweat in the first
But
10
Yeah,
minutes. Of the
clearly.
game.
One of these is okay. Aaron Gordon at 2, Michael Porter Jr. at 2.5, Jamal Murray at 4, and Jokic at 4.5.
That's
What?
so scary to me. I don't know
Somebody-
how.
somebody-
It's so scary.
So, what if we did? Does Michael Porter Jr. is his threes line on there for 2.5?
Whoa, they have a line points in crunch time.
Yeah, I saw that for Jimmy. Jimmy's points in crunch line did look very spicy.
Last 6 minutes of
in the last
regulation.
6 minutes of the game of the regulation. Yeah.
So funny.
What the fuck?
What is Jimmy's line?
4.5. Jokic and Jimmy at 4.5. You've got Jamal at 4, Aaron Gordon at 2, and then Michael Porter Jr. at 2.5 again.
You think MPJ is going to hit a 3 in the last?
Can you
6
imagine
minutes?
you hit every single leg, right? Leading
you're
up to
waiting.
the last 6 minutes, and you're just waiting for MPJ
Yeah,
to
I'm with
come on in
Chef
the last
T
6
here.
minutes.
Don't do crunch. Let's avoid
Yeah.
avoid sweating the first 10 minutes and crying
Yeah.
in the last 10 minutes if possible.
Like we just talked about the combos being so good, and then we're like, oh, let's sweat.
Let's sweat in the first 10.
They have
That's how V
offensive
rolls.
rebound props. That's intriguing to me.
Jokic could be
Defensive rebounds.
spicy.
Yeah.
Offensive. Steely Dan, I just want to tell you this. Anybody new in chat, if you guys missed it, we're giving away a t-shirt and a pair of Nike sunglasses today. All you got to do, follow the channel. As always, please and thank you. We appreciate you guys the support. This is in honor of us having 1,000 followers on Twitter. Mucho love. Let's keep it going. Follow the channel and guess how many points Nikola Jokic will score tonight. Drop your guesses in chat. Give it a chance to win a t-shirt and a pair of sunglasses. Over 1-3, bang, 122. I'm taking it straight. Love that. Austin
That's actually on Prize Picks.
Over
Over
1-3.
half the 3. Yeah, I was looking at it.
Lettuce
For
bets.
Gordon.
Love it.
He has not been the greatest 3-point shooter over his last few games, but
But he only takes them if the other team is daring him. right?
Which
So
it depends on how the Heat are going to play. Like if they might dare him because they're just saying we're not going to let Murray beat us. We're not going to let Jokic. Aaron Gordon, you can have your side wing random 3-pointer. Take it. So is it over a half?
It is over a half. He's coming off a game where he just shot 3 of 5, but games before that, over 3, over 2, over 1.
Yeah, it would be this. That would talking about sweat. That would be a fucking sweat too.
Yeah.
I think we got to do something with Jimmy. No, we got to do a Jimmy prop. Something.
what's his RA? Is there value there?
It's unfortunately he hasn't really hit his RA because I looked at RA against
13.5.
What about over 6 assists?
I mean, I love his assist line, but I already got beans.
Yeah,
in
you
that
guys
game.
are just the ones that are like stay off it.
That's just on the lotto, though.
It's just a lotto. Yeah.
So I'd do his regular line for the prize picks.
Yeah. He should get 6. If he doesn't get 6 assists, the Heat are getting fucking blown out.
Yeah.
They have Jamal Murray and Jimmy Butler over 12 assists.
How sad would we be if Jimmy had 8 and Jamal had 2?
Yeah, that would
I
suck.
could see that.
I could
Furry
definitely
Murray
see that.
ain't about the passing.
Let's do Jimmy Butler over 6 assists. There's some push equity there too.
Okay, we got a lot of push equity. We're just gonna be fucking grayed out. This is a grayed out goblin.
Yo, please no. That's even worse. I'd rather just take an L.
So is that 5 legs now? We got 5 legs.
We
need
one more.
6, right? Oh shit.
Yeah, we need one more. Chat, drop your favorite play. It doesn't matter if it's on the diamond. If you guys like it a lot, we'll throw it in here. But try to maybe find something in the basketball game, please.
That was really liking MPJ points. We don't really have any points props.
Sandy was on that.
Sandy too, yeah. Over 15.5.
15.5.
We're already kind of on this, Austin, with KCP's threes with who was he paired with? Can't remember.
Struce.
No.
Martin.
No,
Martin.
KCP and Martin.
KCP and Martin.
And Struce and Vincent.
Struce and Vincent.
It's a great play to play on its own too, though. The KCP, like the other bet I was saying, the Caleb Martin, MPG, and who was it? Struce plus 2 threes, plus 168 on FanDuel.
Yeah.
First play I ever did.
That's the first sell job from SUKH in this entire show, and it's gonna smack. I can feel it. KCP threes is also in our lotto 3+, so we're there with you. We're chilling. MPG. Yeah, you did say MPG. Your friend's fucking with you now. Yeah, I know. I was gonna let it run by. It's okay. Just let it be.
Don't let it slide. Is that it?
Should we do? I mean, we could do MPJ points. Are we gonna do it?
I like it.
I'll see if he's comboed up with anybody that's kind of intriguing, but I'm not really.
They have Michael
Porter. The points combos are high.
Yeah,
bro. You know what? I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I kind of like that over 2.5 in the first 6 minutes fucking play.
If we're gonna take his points line, do we think he gets 15 in the 16 in the full game without 3 minutes and 3 points in his first shift?
I can guarantee you he's gonna shoot 2 threes in the first 6 minutes of the game. We only need him to hit one. We only need him to hit fucking one.
Jokic is coming out looking for these motherfuckers on the perimeter. I'm telling you right now.
First shot is an MPJ 3. Could you imagine the first shot of the game? Go bet it right now. First basket, MPJ.
I'm actually gonna fucking bet that. Yeah. Fuck it. But I like his points line. Oh my God. It's less risky. If he does hit that 3, he probably gets to 16 anyways.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's just do the points. Let's be regular. Let's be regular.
Just so then chat can send us up to the sun.
Yeah.
I was about to say I don't consent, so that's good. You got the vibe. You reacted. You didn't push me. You didn't touch my leg when I didn't want you to.
Oh my God.
That's so funny. Taylor Ward hit run RBI. Just so you guys know, that's a good. I don't have any background on that one, but Total Slayer likes it, so that's cool. All right, so Lotto. Stoney, can you read them off actually? Because I know you've got them right there in front of you.
Yes,
so.
I got both of them. So the Lotto cooked up on FanDuel. We got the Joker, 16 rebounds. KCP, 3+ threes. Max Strus, 15+ points. And Aaron Gordon, 4+ assists for +15, 342.
Love that.
And then on the prize picks, we got the Joker free square. We got Joker and Aaron Gordon combined 13 assists. We got Vincent and Strus combined 4.5 threes. We got KCP and Caleb Martin combined 4 threes. We got Jimmy Butler for 6 assists and Michael Porter Jr. for 15.5 points. All of those are more.
Yeah.
The more.
Don't even try to bring a less around here. Don't even bring that around here.
Forget about it.
This is an over show. This ain't no under show. I will be posting
that way.
I will post the plays as soon as this is over. So go follow me on Twitter at SweatPantJesus. Go follow Stone Bets on Twitter. Go follow SUKH on Twitter. Go follow at BSauce on Twitter. Go follow at Walmart Mac Miller, who is not with us today. And go follow at Your Betting News. We're at 1,000 followers today. This is your last chance, guys. We're giving away a t-shirt and a pair of sunglasses. This is your last chance. We're about to sign off and say sayonara. Your chance to win. Drop your guesses in chat on how many points Jokic will score. If you do not drop your guesses in chat, you cannot win. Also follow the channel. You have to follow the channel, but that requires just a button pressing. So drop your favorite. Drop how many points Joker's scoring. Joker. I did it again. Jesus. Joker. His name is Joker now. We got some new people in chat. Let's go. 32 for Jokic. 33. Oh, B, you're guessing. I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, might as well.
Very same guesses. Let's
get the guesses.
53.
Is that your guess, Suk?
I'll go with 53.
Could you imagine 53 game 1 of the year of the
53.
NBA Finals?
Sheesh. I'm going 31. 31 for me.
47.
There we go. Bump up those numbers.
Going big boy. We didn't include a Jokic 40 plus in this shit too. Jokic bomb incoming. Guys, this has been your saucy BETSRPESSO, not your afternoon BETSRPESSO. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us today, talking about the NBA Finals. We had some dustings of some baseball plays in there as well. So much appreciate you guys obviously watching the channel, hanging out with us, hanging out with these fine fellows. Like I said, please go give them a follow at SUKH4, at BSauce, at Stone Bets, and go follow me at SweatPantJesus. And thank you so much to Betting News for hosting this channel. We are going to be back. No show tomorrow because there's only baseball tomorrow. So we are going to be back on Saturday talking about hockey. We might have these two fine gentlemen with us on Saturday. I'll have to talk to them and see if they want to dabble in some icy plays. If not, it'll be me, Stoney, and Inzi with you guys for some afternoon BETSRPESSO action on Saturday. And we will be back with you guys then. Stay tuned on who wins the yes, sir. You're very welcome. Thank you, Steely Dan. We appreciate it. Yes, thank you. Thanks for the vibes in chat as always. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, man. Thanks so much. Thanks for it. You guys are the ones that make the content great. We appreciate you guys hanging. Gents, let's cash some fucking tickets tonight, eh?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Thanks again to Betting News. Appreciate you guys. Hope you have a kick-ass Thursday, and we will see you on Saturday for all these fine gentlemen. Deuces.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? Riding in the deep. Down in the deep. Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. About rolling. What you gonna do? Rolling. What you gonna do? Down in the rolling. What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit. What you know about